Leo was a dreamer, not the daydreaming kind staring out the window during lessons. Leo dreamed at night, big, vivid dreams, dreams more real than reality. His friends thought he was making it up. They didn't understand. They hadn't seen what Leo saw. In his dreams, Leo was a hero. He flew on the back of giant rainbow-winged birds. He spoke to creatures made of starlight and fought alongside brave knights. Each night was a new adventure. Each morning he woke with the echo of magic in his heart. One night Leo dreamt of a land bathed in golden sunlight. Rolling hills stretched as far as the eye could see. A sparkling river wound its way through the landscape, reflecting the clear blue sky. This was Etheria, the heart of his dream world. But tonight, a shadow stained the edge of the dream. A coldness seeped into the air, chilling Leo to the bone. He knew, with a child's certainty, that something was wrong. Very wrong. Etheria was a land of wonder. Talking animals greeted Leo like an old friend. Mischievous fairies led him on merry chases through fields of wildflowers. He explored ancient ruins, their stones whispering forgotten stories. He had friends in Etheria. Rena, a fierce warrior princess with eyes like amethysts, always fought by his side. Torin, a wise old tree spirit, shared his knowledge of the ancient prophecies. And Spark, a mischievous firefly who spoke in riddles, guided him through the darkest paths. They called him the Dream Weaver. They said he held the balance between their world and the waking world, that his dreams gave their world life. Leo didn't understand everything, but he knew he had a duty to protect this world, to protect his friends. But the shadow was growing. It darkened the skies, choked the laughter of the rivers, and silenced the songs of the birds. A creeping fear spread through the land, whispering of a coming darkness. The Dream Eater was near. The Dream Eater, a creature of nightmare, feeding on the energy of dreams, leaving behind only emptiness and despair. It had appeared once before, long ago, Torin told him. It had nearly consumed Etheria, leaving it a barren wasteland. The Dreamweaver of that time had defeated the Dream Eater, banishing it to the furthest corners of the Dream Realm, but the victory had come at a price. The portal connecting Etheria to the waking world had weakened, nearly closed. Torin believed the Dream Eater was drawn to Leo's powerful dreams, to the strength of the portal he unknowingly held open. It wanted to consume Etheria, then break through to the waking world, devouring all dreams, all imagination. Fear coiled like a serpent in Leo's stomach. He was just a boy. What could he possibly do against a creature of such power? But the terrified faces of his friends, the silent pleas in their eyes, steeled his resolve. He wouldn't let them down. Section 4, the Dream Eater's threat. The air crackled with anticipation. The Dream Eater's presence loomed over Etheria, a constant oppressive weight. The creatures of Etheria, normally so full of life, moved with a subdued fear. Even the sunlight seemed to dim in its presence. Torin called a council of the dream creatures. They gathered beneath the elder tree, its once vibrant leaves now withered and brown. The air buzzed with anxiety as Torin explained their predicament. The Dream Eater feeds on the energy of dreams, Torin said, his voice deep and resonant. As it grows stronger, our world weakens. Our only hope is to close the portal, sever the link between our worlds. But closing the portal would also sever the link to Leo. He would be trapped in the waking world, unable to dream, unable to return to Etheria. Worse, the Dream Eater, starved of Etheria's energy, might find its way to the waking world, consuming the dreams of everyone. Leo looked at the faces around him, etched with worry and fear. He knew what he had to do. Section 5, the choice. The weight of their fate rested on his shoulders. Closing the portal was the only way to protect Etheria, but the thought of never returning filled him with sadness. He looked at Rena, her violet eyes filled with determination. He saw Torin, his ancient face creased with worry, and Spark flitting around his head. He knew he couldn't let them down. "I'll do it," Leo said, his voice barely a whisper. He took a deep breath. Close the portal. Rena stepped forward, taking his hand in hers. Her grip was firm, reassuring. "You are braver than you think, Dreamweaver," she said. "We will never forget you." Torin began the closing ritual, an ancient chant vibrating through the air. The elder tree pulsed with a faint green light. The air around the portal shimmered and distorted, and then the Dream Eater attacked. Section 6, the final stand. With a deafening roar, the Dream Eater descended upon Etheria. Its form shifted, a monstrous amalgamation of darkness and fear. Claws like obsidian blades slashed through the air. Rena drew her sword, its blade flashing silver. "For Etheria!" she cried, charging at the creature. The other dream creatures followed, their fear turning to courage. Leo knew he had a part to play. He had to buy Torin time to close the portal. A blinding light erupted from Leo, holding the Dream Eater at bay. Section 7, a world remembered. The portal pulsed, a shrinking beacon of light. Torin's chant reached a crescendo, the ancient words echoing through the chaos. With a final surge of energy, the portal slammed shut. The world went silent. Leo collapsed, his body drained, his mind exhausted. He could no longer feel Etheria, its magic, its warmth. He was back in his own bed, his own room. The familiar sounds of the waking world filtered back in. Had it all been a dream? He sat up, his heart aching with a loss he couldn't explain. He looked down at his hand, clenched tight. Opening it, he gasped. Resting in his palm was a single, iridescent feather, shimmering faintly in the morning light. A feather from Spark's wing. Etheria was real, and he, Leo, the Dreamweaver, would never forget.